So the whole building is Radio Kingston?
Hmm. It used to be WKNY was the old radio station back in the day, and they took it over.
Got
You're the best.
How to change your password to Gmail is going to be the easiest thing if you don't remember this.
To what?
Your Gmail, I changed it. It's your dog's name. Except I added, it's BLUE, right?
No.
How do you spell your dog's name?
BLU.
Okay, so I added EY to it.
Louis. Okay.
And then it's just 10-11.
You gotta tell you gotta remind me because I'm like an airhead. I'm not gonna
have to
remember.
remind her.
Yeah.
Send it to her in a text.
Oh, I'm going to.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I'm going to make you, and I'm going to screenshot it and be like, here's your password. And then you're going to have a picture
Send
and a text.
Send it to me
That's
and
good.
I'll freeze
And
it for her.
And then she's going to have
That's gonna mess me up, but we're fine. Thank you, Zaya. So he's gonna give it to us really, really fast. I know it. I was trying to move this so I could actually.
What do you want? That thing out of here.
I don't think it will. I don't know how to.
Are you close?
Wait,
Are you
wait.
gonna be close enough?
Are we on? Okay.
Hold on, you're trying to move it so it's not. I know what you're trying to do.
I want it to cover some of me, but not all of me.
No, that's actually covering it.
No, I want
Can
it to
we
cover me a little.
Can we flip it and go that way? Or no?
You're doing behind the scenes on YouTube right now. So you're fine. I didn't actually start recording on Zoom yet.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Is that better? Or
No, I want it this way because I'm gonna keep talking like this.
Lift it up. It has to be close to you.
Oh no, I got that. I mean, now we kind of messed up. You know how it holds it there? I don't know what we just.
Are they supposed to be higher? Oh no, I guess not.
There's a button there that can make it tighten. Yeah, perfect.
You see the little screw on there?
Yeah. Do you think? Am I close enough?
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
She's short.
I'm
She's
tall.
like me.
I'm 5'7".
Oh, 5'7". Wow, what they doing?
He's flirting with you right now. That's what he's doing.
My short has it should be obvious.
I just want to make sure that
No, you're good. You're
this
good.
is good.
We've done them where I had it like this and did the whole thing.
No, because I was gonna sit back so I could
Oh, no.
talk to
I
myself.
think you should. I think you should.
Yeah,
I talk loud.
That don't matter.
She's
You
gonna.
gotta think
I'll
about
tell
it.
you what.
She
You
might
tell
t-
us if we need to
I know,
come
but she
closer.
might talk
honestly, I've talked with it away from
I
me.
know,
And I
but-
Oh, because I don't want to be like
Yours
this
is
and it's like I'm
lower
blocking
sometimes,
you.
though. 'cause you talk
may be
soft.
talking loud,
Yeah.
but it's on phones and laptops, so audio in here is different on other people's.
We're gonna be so good. Don't watch that right there.
I know.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be good.
Okay, we're good.
I think he's flirting with you. So, but you talk
Isn't he a
soft, huh?
Isn't he a kid?
Yeah. But you're adorable. So
Thanks. You talk soft, Melissa?
she does.
You be whispering?
As confident
I
as
do.
sexy as she looks, she don't portray it by her verbiage. She looks it regardless, but she don't portray it by her.
I'm happy that she got me involved in this because she's trying to get me to come out of
Oh,
my comfort
that's so
zone.
good.
But it's still.
Yeah,
'cause
no.
I'm a listener. I like to
Yeah.
listen to people, and I don't like to really.
You're like my sister. Yeah.
She's good with this. Zay is talking to you. What?
Oh,
We're all good?
wow.
Are we on? Oh, isn't that funny? Hi, welcome to Nina's Bag. Nina's Bag is a podcast that I developed to create a safe space to have conversations about everything, anything and everything that matters to the community. And my goal is to advocate, educate, and elevate. So today we're definitely going to elevate because we have amazing women and it's Women's History Month. I'm loving that we have the guests that we have today. We have, first of all, let me introduce my beautiful co-host. My beautiful co-host, Melissa Fisher, as you all probably know, is the brains and the organized person behind all this. Melissa is an author, and I want to make sure I mention that every episode. Melissa is a great author. She is the author of a new book that's out there on Amazon, Where Pain Meets Power.
Where Pain Meets Power is on Amazon. Thank you, Nina.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry. I didn't want her to talk because she's the shy one. I'm the.
Now let's introduce our guest.
There you
I'm
go.
Satara Brown. I am the founder of a nonprofit organization that turns 11 this year, Rebuilding Our Children and Community,
Awesome.
Inc. I am also the founder and principal consultant at SB Consulting Firm. And I am the founder and visionary at The Balance Suite, which is a wellness space that I created for women.
I love
wow.
that.
A wellness place. I like
Mhm.
that. And you said 11 years?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
this
looks
is
like
year
she's
11.
a little young girl, but
Mhm.
she been doing her thing for a minute. But she helps people. As young and beautiful as you are, usually the two don't go together with helping people.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I love the fact that you do that, and we're gonna definitely get into that. But 11 years, I didn't realize that. That's
11 years. Yeah.
I met you through Tamika Dunkley,
Yep.
and before I even saw your face, she said she's dope. She's dope. You're gonna love Satara. I was like, she's right.
Yeah, and I was so grateful when Tamika introduced us, and we were always supposed to do something together over the last couple of years. So it's just funny how God works and
He definitely does what he does.
we're in alignment, and here we are.
Exactly, exactly. And the crazy thing is that the two of you knew each other.
Right.
Yes.
you
Yes.
you went to do an introduction. I'm like, oh, hey, girl.
Yeah.
I was paranoid because I'm like always like last minute getting her stuff, and she's like, I don't do last minute.
I can't handle last minute. It drives me insane.
I don't know how
I'm
she
sure
deals
you
with
can't
me.
either, though. you know?
I'm terrible.
So it's so funny because I'm a mix between you and Nina. Like, my mom, God rest her soul, she passed away 2 years ago, but she had to step into my nonprofit because like I was just all over the place and I was doing things last
I
minute.
bet you was doing amazing things.
I
though,
was
right?
doing great things, but I was like, I can't keep going forward like this. Like, I
Mhm.
have to take a step back. And now, like you, I'm like, I can't accommodate that. Like, I can't do anything last minute. Like, is it on my calendar? Like, I need a month's notice. What's going on? I need to know everything.
Yeah.
But I still have similar traits to you, Nina, and I'm
I
like,
am the baddest at doing fly things on it's crazy
But
because
that works well for you.
Right.
That you
because
can
of you
handle
it
that.
does.
right.
No,
Because
you-
she's the balance. She really is. Like I'm always worried that I'm gonna make her so crazy that she's like, I cannot do this. Because I have thousands of things going on and they're all dope ideas. But I'm used to being a one man team. So I could come jump in front of this mic and just say what I have to say, do what we do, and people are gonna be like, that's a dope session
Right,
you just
right,
had. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
But it's not fair to her
Right.
or my guest to
Right.
do it that way. So that's the part that I need to work at.
Right.
Work in progress.
Right. Yeah.
I'm trying to elevate.
Always elevating, forever elevating, always a work in
Right.
progress.
Right.
But now, how did you get into opening up your stuff? Like, how did you start? I want to know how you started.
So
What inspired? Who
Good
inspired
question.
my mom my mom at one point in my life, she was a stay-at-home mom. She gave up her career to take care of me and my siblings. And
Awesome.
she just dedicated her whole entire life to us. And
Sound
like
like
we
my
would
mom.
always have like our cousins. So it was me and my two siblings, so it was three of us, and then we had a group of cousins, four of them. So it was always like seven of us plus friends, and it was always like 10 of us all
That's
the time.
really cool.
And we were always like at Chuck E. Cheese, at the lake. We were just always
Wow.
doing stuff. And my mom, she just gave so much. So I'm just a natural giver because of her.
Mhm.
Like even like after school, every single day we would have people come over and my mom's helping with homework. And even if she didn't understand it, she was helping.
That's crazy.
So I did a beauty pageant and when I was 18 and I
I
said,
can see that.
I could see that too.
you guys are so kind.
No, seriously. And I
No,
don't be lying to people. So
Thank you.
I wouldn't say anything if I didn't.
Thank you. So during the beauty pageant, I said that me and my sister wanted to start a nonprofit. So we did.
So is
You
your
were
sister
how
too?
old?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was
how old were
18.
you?
So
Wow.
when I
Whoa.
was 18, I said that.
You're different.
And then I went away to college. And when I graduated, well, during college, I was in a community service group. So I was doing a lot of work in the city of Albany. We were tutoring at after school programs. We were just doing a whole bunch of
Did
different
you
things.
go to Albany State?
Yeah.
Don't be talking about my school.
Listen.
That's crazy. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But you have a progressed, very, very mature way about yourself. You had to have at 18 to be in school and still be trying to do community things. People
Yeah.
at 18 don't care about nobody but them most often.
Well, so I had the opportunity to graduate high school 6 months early. So
Hmm.
when I was in high school, I took college classes. And then I took college classes in the summer and I graduated
goodness.
early. So I graduated in January and like I'm a logical thinker. So I'm like,
Mm.
I'm not going to go away to a big university because everyone's already going to have friends and it's just going to be weird. So I continued at Dutchess and I worked full time. I worked overnight full time and I went to school during the day.
I'm like 17.
Yeah, at 17. And I went to school during the summer and I'm like, wait, if I can graduate high school early, I can graduate college early. So when I was getting ready to graduate
Crazy.
Dutchess, I filled out 21 applications because I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to get into
That's an
any
intense
school.
thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
scary.
I got into 20 schools.
Wow.
I got waitlisted at one, which was SUNY Buffalo, which is like, I don't know how that happened, but who cares, right?
Right.
So I went to
20
St.
schools and you
John's.
got accepted at 20 is
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, I was like, I just like to be prepared. And I guess that's how I am now, right? Like, I like to be overly
Show
prepared.
me that.
So I went to all these different schools. I went to Hofstro's, great. I got a scholarship. I went to St. John's to visit, great. I had a scholarship.
Isn't that fun when you think back about it, visiting all the schools?
It was fun, but it was also like heartbreaking because my
You don't
parents
know.
couldn't afford for me to go to any of those schools, even with a $20,000 scholarship. Like they couldn't cut a check for $20,000 more.
That's
And my mom's
crazy.
like, "Don't worry, we'll make it work." And my dad's like, "Absolutely not. She's going to SUNY Albany," which it worked out in my benefit because all my credits transferred.
Okay.
I graduated SUNY Albany a year early.
Wow.
I had an internship at the New York State Senate. I had an
Wow.
internship at the New York State Assembly.
See? You see what I'm saying?
And then
She's a baddie. That's crazy.
to top it off, I got a job offer 3 days after graduating from a state law enforcement agency.
Wow.
So it
Wait.
all worked out
Up there?
in Albany. So I was in Albany when I started my nonprofit because I continued doing
Wow.
community service. In Albany, I was doing community service with the DA's office.
Wow.
And I was like, one day I was just like, wait a minute. I love giving back, but I need to give back
How are
where
you going
I'm
to be able
from.
to manage doing that without funding? Like is that where the nonprofit came from?
That's not that wasn't my first thought. My
Okay.
first thought was I'm being of service in Albany. I need to give back where I'm from. So I'm from the town of Poughkeepsie in Dutchess County, but I did like all my summer camps. I went to Catholic school in the city of Poughkeepsie. I did like all different sports. I did soccer, basketball, baseball.
Wow.
And I could see the disparities between the town of Poughkeepsie
No
and the
doubt
city of
about it.
Poughkeepsie. Like
What?
when we were in the town, my parents, they just cut a check for $650 and we're playing travel basketball. In the city of Poughkeepsie, we're outside like Kmart at the
Canvassing.
time
Canvassing.
asking for money so
That's
we can all
right.
have matching sneakers, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to give back where I'm from.
Hmm.
So August of 2015, I was still in Albany, but I was like, hey, I'm going to do a back to school event. So me, my friends, and my family, we bought school supplies and we gave out to 50 kids of the community.
That's
And
awesome.
we're like, oh, this is easy. Like, and it just went from there. And
You're it's instinctive in you.
yeah.
Just from what you're saying, there are
I could
people
feel
that
the
could have good
passion in you,
intentions.
too. Like you have that heart and
Thank
soul.
you.
And,
Yeah.
Me too. It's crazy that so many things that you're saying are relatable to me. So I know they're relatable to people that are listening and watching because there are people. Do you ever hear when people say they should do this?
Yeah.
That kills me. Were they? Were they? Who's
Right.
they? Who you? So let's do
Right.
it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
But you also can't just talk about it. You have to have that drive. She has that drive.
it's
was
instinctive in her.
Yes.
Right.
And
I agree. I agree definitely.
So you mentioned like, did I think about funding? And no, I didn't at first because I'm like, I have a really good job. Like I have a brand new Audi. Like I go
Go,
on
girl.
vacation every 2 months. I can do whatever I want. And that's because
That's
I listened
awesome.
to my dad and went to SUNY Albany. I graduated with minimal debt. If I went to St. John's, I wouldn't be able to afford some lobster.
Mm.
So I was just so grateful, and I was like, I need to do something with this because it's not about me. It's about how you can be impactful and help others. So I didn't think about the money at first. And then through that, I just kept doing more and more events.
It's a learning experience.
And
definitely.
a point in time came when I started thinking about the money. And that's when things kind of shifted. So the school district asked me to do an after school program, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
When people see you doing stuff, they're like, let's get
Yeah.
Star. Let's get Melissa. Let's get Nina. It's going to happen if it hasn't already.
And then Melissa's like, okay, we need X, Y, and Z to do this, right? You just want this finished product, right? And at first, I used to just jump out the window like, yeah, I'm down. I'll do it. Now, the shift came in where it's like, do we have the resources for this? How are we going to accomplish this goal? You can't just throw me out here on a whim and you're not providing me the support that I need. And
I think you learned how to make miracles, though, didn't you?
listen. I
I know.
I done made magic.
I'm telling you.
It's funny because there's a organization out here actually in Kingston, and they were like, you do a free summer camp, like they don't even have to pay a registration fee. I was like, why would I make low
I know
income
who you're
people
talking
pay a registration fee, even if it's $50?
But
What if you got 3 kids?
But you
Yeah,
know
that's-
why? Because
You have to.
but see it. You know, it's
It's
different.
twofold, yeah.
But it's different depending on the geographic area that you're in. Because 20 minutes difference from here, Poughkeepsie, there's so many things that happen that don't
Mhm.
happen here.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand how, because first of all, not everybody has the support or the mental capacity to say, this is how I'm going to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or they try to take the right steps to get funding from resources that they know about here, and it doesn't work out.
Right.
It's different on the other side. So it is, I don't like to do things where kids are charged or families are charged, especially even with one kid. Drew does so many scholarships. It's crazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I admire it. You know what I mean? Harambe is another organization that does things where they they give, like, they'll have an event and they'll give out
Yep.
tickets because they realize that it's not so easy.
Right.
But it's almost like a given on the other side of the water because you got different areas of disparity, and it's a known fact that we can't charge these people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think there are people that are philanthropists that say, you know what, we're beneficial as a group of different
Mm-hmm.
philanthropists or organizations that if we actually contribute to these kids that are from these areas of disparities, we're actually going to help the community, which is the way we should think. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that was so deep. I'm like crying inside because so we started a summer camp, and we haven't done a summer camp in the last couple of years because my mom, she was ill, she had cancer, and I had to take some time to step away and take care of her, and then she later passed away. So right now I'm in the pivoting moment in my life.
Pivot. I like it.
But you know, some of the kids are like, can we just have camp for one more summer?
It's good.
Like, it was just so
God makes things
impactful
happen. I
to them.
believe it. Like we
That's
could
what I
say,
was just gonna say.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
right.
Mm.
We, I love it. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Because even though we sometimes are realistic and say, I can't do this,
Right.
something will happen, and because of your love for the community or the kids or whatever, you'll get pushed to do. You'll be doubting yourself, and
Right.
a way out of no way.
Right. Like, the kids still text me and everything. And, like, you know, back to Melissa.
Wow.
Before, I would just do things. I'm like, all right, I got to solve this problem. So that's when I started my summer camp, right? And I'm like, kids have nowhere to go. But now, like I said, I'm pivoting. But that doesn't mean that we're never going to see a summer camp again. That just means that before I go out there, I'm going to be fine-teething everything. You know what I mean?
Tweak it, yeah.
When I started my summer camp, we had no funding. And we
Mm.
had to ask the parents to pay this first summer, 2018. And it was $100 a week. And it was a 7-week camp. So that was $700 for the month. For the summer. And the parents paid it.
So I'm gonna reach in my bag a little bit. So every city, Kingston, Poughkeepsie, or county has different agencies. Did you ever apply to the Youth Bureau?
So at the time, the city of Poughkeepsie didn't have a youth bureau.
Got it.
But listen, it ended up working out. I was working at a law firm, and I was doing marketing there, and I would get paid weekly. And every time I got paid, that's how I'd pay my staff, because we had to pay for the location, we had to pay for
Wow.
activities, and that's how that's
Listen,
literally how we sustain.
This is so relatable in so many
And then
ways.
It's
the
all part of
city.
his workout.
You can say that.
Crazy.
It was actually a blessing because I worked at O'Connor and Partners. It was when they
That's
first.
how you knew each
Yes.
other. Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Joe and the team.
For sure.
But
for sure.
I would go there on my lunch breaks, check on everything. After I would go, and every single time I got paid, my entire paycheck went to the camp. Because I'm like,
Done
listen,
done that.
you know that story way too well. But guess what? God is so good. The kids, they learned Spanish that summer. It was
Muy
so
bien.
good. It was such an. I was like, how are we going to be different than everyone else? At the time in Poughkeepsie, there were only programs from Monday through Thursday between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. If you have to work you can't, a parent, it's hard enough for them to figure out how they're going to get to work on time and
Much
drop
less.
their kid off. But it's even harder to figure out how they're going to leave early and be on
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
That's crazy though
Relatability.
for you not being a parent to actually think about parents that have to, at the
It's
time they're
instinctive. She has instinctive
but that's
ways.
just crazy because we
But
were
it
just
goes back
talking.
to my mom. Like
Yeah.
my mom, she used to volunteer at my school, like
Wow.
I did
at
that.
lunchtime.
I did that all the time. I was a PTA mom.
Yes.
I was coaching my kids in
Yes.
sports. I did it
Now, let
until
me give you a variation
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
I tried to be, but the school I went to here, where my son was, the PTA looked at me. I stood in the doorway and I was like, hello. And they were like,
No, let me tell you, when you were in the PTA with us, like they wanted you every year because they knew no one wants to sign up to be PTA mom.
Listen,
Nobody
my
wants
mom,
to do that.
she wasn't getting paid, but she was volunteering at lunch
I did
every
it all
single
the
day.
time.
Like
It wasn't even
she
about
was
getting paid.
dedicated to her children.
things are very cliquey in some areas. You know what I mean? And race is a factor. I don't care how you look at it.
Mhm.
There were only white PTA moms in a school that was in the belly of the beast, so to speak. And it was almost like, well, we're the ones that want to do things to support the school and blah blah
Right.
blah.
Yeah.
That's the air that I got
Yeah.
because I even walked from the doorway up to the desk and said, "Hello, how are you?"
They just looked.
And she was like, she wouldn't even acknowledge me. And I was like, do something. What, am I not supposed to be in here? Then I was like, my name is Nina, da 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 da, and they were not receptive, and it made me mad. And I said, I'm going back because they're not going to tell me blah 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 blah. But I ended up getting sidetracked in something else. You know what I mean? But I figured out another way to be involved. Like I think it was a job that I had or something. I made a mental note, go back to GW.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
go back to that school and reflect back on this. I tell stories about things that have happened at parades here where, I wasn't welcomed as a kid. You know what I mean? But this is that 20 minutes difference that I was talking about from
Right.
on the
Right.
other side. It's just different. You know what I
Right.
mean? You could be a black parent in Poughkeepsie school system and they'll be happy to have you. You know what I mean? On the PTA. Whereas I didn't get that reception. But I didn't stop. I did it at other levels. You know what I mean? Or I intertwined the Boys and Girls Club.
Right.
Because eventually a parent clashes with their kid when they're doing homework and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I said, I know how to do this. I went to the Boys and Girls Club. My son loved it. I said, he can't play no ball till he finishes his homework. And they had barred students helping with homework. It was a gift from God. And my son was advanced. So like it worked out and I didn't have to do no more homework.
Right. Right. You
he
gave
t-
him the resources that
he was
needed.
teaching me how to do it because it was different than when I did it. So
Yeah.
But there's a difference in communities.
Yeah, definitely.
I like to think that was then, and we've changed over here. So.
We would like to think that,
Yeah.
right? But we're also at war in 2026.
Right.
So.
Whoa.
Your
Don't
mom-
ooh.
Your mom seems like she was such an inspiration to you.
Yeah.
What was your mom's first name?
Judy.
Judy. I love
Yeah.
that. Being an at-home mom is the most rewarding job ever, and to be able to, I don't want to say like our husbands allow us to, but,
Right.
like
That's true.
we couldn't
though.
afford daycare, so
Right.
one of us had to work and one of us had to stay home because we had
Right.
3 kids.
Right.
So I found it very, very rewarding being home with my kids. Very torturous at times because they fought a lot because
Right.
they were only like a couple years apart.
She's a
That's a
great
hard
mom, though.
job.
It
It
is a
is,
very hard
but
job.
she
But
is
your
great
mom
at
left
it.
such a great, like, just you. That's why I wanted you to say her name and stuff because
Aw.
that's pretty amazing.
I love that she
Like
affected you that way.
Yeah.
I talk about my mom all the time too because she was strict as I don't know what, but I actually am grateful.
Yeah.
And there's so many things that they put in us,
Yeah.
Or you're instinctive like her. She's just instinctive. The way you're instinctive with business and how to conform to the needs of the community that
Yeah.
you're dealing with, she's an instinctive parent. Like it's just in her.
Yeah.
You should
Well.
see her with her grandbabies.
I love my grandkids. I love my grandkids more than my own kids.
Oh
Sorry.
my goodness,
You-
stop.
no.
You're making me feel like my
No, you
mom.
have
Like
to
you,
see
I
it.
could just feel it. I
Yeah.
could feel it.
You have to
But
see her
it's
with
just
him.
like, I love kids.
Yeah.
Kids are like they're so full of life and they want to be taught.
They
That's why I
are.
think it's
Right.
great that you do. That you were doing the camps and everything,
Yeah.
and you were doing the Spanish talk. Like my one grandson, he basically lives with us, and we, kind of are raising
He's
him.
adorable.
But he's not a kid. Don't hand me a tablet. I don't want to just sit there.
Right,
He
yeah.
wants to keep going. So in
I
my
love it.
basement,
With his
I've
with
been
his-
trying to build like the rock climbing wall.
Oh,
for
I
all
gotta,
of
I
them
got,
when
I
they
gotta
come.
bring my nephews over. A
Wow.
rock
Oh
climbing
my
wall?
God, yeah. Well, it's
That's
from my other
crazy.
son's house. I'm gonna take when my grandkids come. I built them a room
Oh my
downstairs,
goodness.
and I have all this stuff up.
That's
and, like,
awesome.
because they always want to learn and they always
Yeah.
want to climb and play.
But
and
the
this is
fact
what
that you
kids
respect
need.
that they don't want to sit still is so cool.
Well, we don't watch TV. We go outside too.
See,
That's the
and
other
that's
thing.
important, right? And when we were doing the summer camps, the kids were not allowed to bring cell phones into our facility. I don't care what the parent says. We don't. You call us. Call the camp. We're paying for a cell phone. We don't do that.
What do
Yeah.
we used to do?
Right. And someone said to me, "How do you get the kids not to use their phones? They don't have them, so
That's
they can't
the
use
era
them.
that we're in.
They
That's
don't
crazy.
have them."
You're paying attention to them.
Yeah.
You're giving them stuff to do, and it keeps their
Yeah.
mind going.
And then,
yeah.
so long story short, we had the summer camp in 2018. We ended up getting a youth grant. That was the first year that the youth grant kicked off at the city of Poughkeepsie, from the city of Poughkeepsie government. So out of all the money I spent, I got $4,000 back, which beggars can't be choosers. I was very grateful for that. And that was our second grant. We had $1,000 grant before, but that was our first like real grant, right?
Minute numbers you're talking.
Right. Very, very small. I forgot the point that I was saying, but so we started doing after school programs after that. The school district asked us to do after school program, like I mentioned, and I said no.
Was there budget through the school?
Let's get into that.
Okay.
So I said no. Like summer camp for 7 weeks was absolutely crazy. Like it was crazy. How can I do a whole school year? But then one of the parents from summer camp called me and said, it was like September, and they were like, my kid is failing, and I don't know how to help them. I said, oh my
Don't
God.
even tell me you taught them in the summer.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm like, oh, well, we're going to have to start an after school program now because we can't have kids failing.
Right. It affects the whole district.
So I applied for the grant. I had no idea what I was doing. That was the first time I ever applied for a grant.
I want to have. We need to.
So who do you bounce stuff off of? Like if you don't.
Myself, my head. I'll be talking to
it's
myself.
Instinctive. Remember, it's instinctive.
I
Because-
would work all day and then I would stay up all night like researching and just like, okay, like
That's why we're relatable.
yeah, like I would just stay like when I started my nonprofit, I did not sleep for literally like 3 years. I just was up because I had to work to sustain myself, right, and take care of myself and also put funding into my nonprofit because as you mentioned, like did the school district have funding? So we were denied the application
For
the
youth?
grant for
the school,
after school
after
program
school.
for the school district.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you I worked at a law enforcement agency prior to all of this. I worked at a law enforcement agency called the New York State Justice Center. I worked there before it even opened and went live June 2013. Yeah.
Whoa, that's a whole nother conversation. I like a lot of what's the intentions for the Justice Center.
What the intentions are is amazing. I can't speak to anything
That's-
that comes after
But
that.
I think the intention is amazing because I didn't even know they existed if I weren't on the youth bureau. If I
Right.
wasn't the youth bureau director.
Right. So right before they launched June of 2013, I started in May of 2013, and I was there for 3 years.
Bureaucracy is bureaucracy, though.
Yeah, so when my application got denied to open my after school program, I'm like, I went to the Board of Education meeting and I kind of just
Oh
like,
my goodness, you are so relatable to me. This is
I
crazy.
ripped them apart a little bit. So I wrote a speech. Go ahead.
Because the fact that you took it to another, that you pivoted, you were pivoting back then, is because you knew the need.
Right.
You were relatable to the needs of that group of the community that you were helping.
Yeah.
And what people don't know, and I'm hoping that I think some people know, is that if somebody is not doing well in our community, a group, then it affects all of us.
Right.
Some people don't get that concept.
Right.
You brought it to their attention,
Right.
didn't you?
Right. Well, I'm like, how can you guys deny me when we just had a great summer? And I looked through the list of organizations that they previously funded, and I'm like, you guys are mismanaging the funds because there's no way that you're saying you're
shook it up.
serving,
You took it and shook it.
let's say 400 kids when that's not what's happening. And I used to work at the New York State Justice Center that has oversight over the Office of Children and Family Services. And what this would be, what this looks like is misappropriating of funds.
Shout out to OCFS.
OCFS, yes.
Damia Harris is the new director of OCFS, and she is powerful.
Okay.
And the way that happened was crazy. We'll talk about that another time because I had her here, but I messed up on the recording. But she is.
But she was here. She was here.
She was a youth bureau director, so she's relatable.
Okay, so
prior
she
to
knows.
that.
She knows.
She
See,
knows,
and
just like you working with those kids,
right.
if you got denied and it was a competitive thing for things that were outside of what you knew the needs were,
Right.
you probably would have said, okay, I'll go on to the next thing.
Right.
But you knew that you
Right.
were dealing with exactly what that was supposed to help.
Right. Right.
That's very important.
So they went back into executive session and they came out and they awarded us.
I bet
But
they did.
so now you guys asked about the funding. They awarded us $70,000, but like it was reimbursable funds. I didn't know what that was at the time. I know Nina, you know reimbursable funds all too well. So now I have to front all of the money
Who
and
has
then
that?
wait to get it back.
Who has that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who has that? So that's a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
But I want to, so it's so amazing that you're relentless.
Yeah.
I admire a relentless person
I do too.
Thank
so
you.
much. You were relentless. That's how you were able to dig down and help people that for just genuine everyday courtesy.
Yeah.
People coming in to pay their tickets, you helped them and were courteous to them. And people disliked you because you were courteous to them. You know what I mean? But you were relentless and figured out ways to tried to figure out ways to make things easier. You knew that these kids and the areas of disparity, because I don't think people really understand that. Some do, and they just keep it there. But there's a lot of funding that comes for those areas of disparity, and it doesn't always work that way to the benefit of them. And the more clear and because we have to show outcomes.
Right.
If it's state
Right.
or any kind of government, you got to show outcomes. And I know you can show outcomes
Right.
because if you had a group in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to contain kids in the summer, and you had constructive,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to pull that off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when somebody finds a niche like that works, and you can contain kids, like you could have saved a kid that could have been out somewhere in the wrong place and got shot
Right.
just because of where those areas of disparities.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the educational part of this show that I love,
Right.
because not everybody's going to understand what we're talking about, but the fact that you are so young, because you are still very young, and you're still like you're just God-given need to help. I don't even think you can help yourself, because I relate to it.
That's so funny. So
I
that
relate
goes
to
into
that.
the pivot, right? And before I get to the pivot, so we ended up being in 4 schools.
Wow.
It's
But wait,
for
you
the
went
after
from
school
being
program.
denied to being in 4 schools?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so it was a reality check. Now at this time I'm working at Pleasant Valley Town Court. I was the judge's clerk. So I'm working during the day. I get off at like 4, and I have all these staff and everything
Oh, you did have staff. That's great.
that I had to find. But it's also hard to find part-time staff, right? Because they usually have another job, right? That they're relying on. So I found some staff, and I'm not gonna lie, I hired a lot of my friends who helped me get to the point where I was at. So
you need
it's like
somebody like that.
you can't bring outside people in when you got your road dogs that been with you from the start, And that doesn't mean give everyone a job. But, the people who helped us build the foundation, there was a few of them who came and worked with us. But then things got a little crazy. So one day I come from work and I go do my rounds and visit every school. And my sister, she's a supervisor at one of the elementary schools. Shout out to my sister Brooksy. She literally
Go Brooksy.
go Brooksy, go Brooksy.
Go
She is the
Brooksy.
mind behind everything.
I love
and
it.
I do the execution.
I gotta
part.
meet her. You should have brought
Yes.
her.
Oh my goodness.
This
oh my
is
goodness.
crazy.
Is she younger, older?
She's 1 year older, so it's like we're basically the same age.
You
like,
sound like you're older.
no, we're
But I have
basically
yet
the
to
same
meet
age.
her, so
Yeah.
you're
well,
so
What
every,
driven.
school is she at?
everyone thinks that
Poughkeepsie.
I'm.
Oh, because
Everyone
she's
thinks that I'm the older sister. So she was at Clinton Elementary School, but then there was another elementary school.
Out in New
Morris.
Paltz, Clinton?
No, in Poughkeepsie.
I never. Oh,
So it's
okay,
4 different elementary schools, and we were in every single one. So
Wow.
one day, I asked a principal at a different school. I was like, "So how do you think we're doing? Like, what do you think of our program?" She's a black woman from the city. I knew she would give it to me real, and she said, "Do you want my real thoughts?" And I said, "Yeah." I thought she was gonna say you guys are doing spectacular. We had just taken on some additional kids for another program who collapsed. And she said, "You're running a state-of-the-art babysitting program." And I'm like, "What? This is supposed to be after school." She's like, "No, you guys are just doing babysitting." Translation, your program is out of control. it was all good. Sometimes you need constructive
But they were
criticism.
I agree with
safe.
you on that.
No.
I agree
No.
with you on that. You do
No.
need that.
Constructive criticism
Listen.
is good, definitely, but
They were safe, but they're supposed to do 45 minutes of homework and 45 minutes of an organized activity. I am very strict. Like, I do not play. Why are the kids' homework not getting done? What activity are they doing? My sister would plan every single thing out. She would bag up all the materials so everything was there. You couldn't say, I don't have a pencil. You can't say, I don't have a crayon. I don't have a rainbow. You couldn't say any of that because my sister put that work in. So why is the staff not doing it? So, told my mom, and my mom said, they ain't going to be talking about me. They ain't going to be talking about us. So at this time, my mom was working part-time and she got off at like 2 or something like that. After school started at 2:30.
don't tell me she started coming. Stop it. Your mother?
Listen, I'm new to the game, right? I don't know that I could pay her. So she's just volunteering every single day. She got that thing right.
No.
She got it so right to the point.
Did she?
Listen, where we started partnering with Dutchess Community College, any kid that was below the reading level, we had them all paired up. We were checking homeworks off. We were communicating with the teachers, with the parents. Like, my mom got it together. Then,
so relatable.
someone at the school district said, you don't pay your mom? I said, I don't pay myself. How could I pay my mom? Like, I don't know. I didn't know I could pay my mom.
These are the mistakes we make.
Because you don't know what you don't know. And who's
Right.
giving you the rule book? No one's telling you.
Right.
So my mom ends up being the director of youth programs. She's killing it. I mean, like, we partnered
Wow.
with Danny Harrison out in Newburgh with the Shred Foundation. Shout out to Danny. We
Yes.
taught our kids they learned how to do snowboarding. Like,
Wow.
we were at,
So
like,
you did different things with
we
these
did
kids
so
that
many
they would have
different
never
things.
done.
We did so many different things. Like, it was so dope. We were at the Renegades game first time. Never had that opportunity. We partnered with the police department to do that. We were at I
We
don't know,
crossed lines. I like it.
some camp where, like, on rowboats. Like, we had so much fun.
You touched a time in each of those kids' lives because they wouldn't have done those things.
At one
I'm-
point,
I'm
the school district's
thinking.
like, just do your camp with us. I'm like, I can't just do a camp with you guys when you guys want me to front all the money and wait for it on the back, and then I got to fight with you to get the money. But one summer, we had one program at the school district, one program of our own, and the kids and the parents from the school district program, they're like, wait, why did they get to do this? Why did they get to do that? Because our rules were different, because we were under the Department of Health. We weren't on the school campus, so we got to do so many different things. I mean, like, our kids was at the
But
library.
it's not just that because you're under DOH. It was because of how you manipulated the whole
Right.
systematic thing and made it more beneficial to those kids from areas of disparity. It's supposed to happen that way, but it doesn't always.
Wait, and that's great to your point, because through the school district, if you have a felony, you can't work through the school district. And
It's relatable.
my shout out to Skip Lee. Skip Lee, he has a felony for whatever reason.
Skip is-
It has nothing to do with children or anything like that.
Did they call him Skip Change?
No, Skip Lee. Skip Lee.
Okay,
That's a different one.
Okay.
He led our
He's relatable, I bet.
he led our youth. I mean, our boys.
I hope
And I
people
had the
hear
girls.
what you just said, because that right there, that piece right there, relatability is such an important thing.
Yeah.
Because those kids, I had a mentoring program before where I matched up relatable mentors with these kids. Now, you can't take a kid that is from a home that's so dysfunctional and put them with somebody that is that's
Right.
coming from a book
Right.
concept of things.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to match it up correctly. So I admire you for knowing that there's worth in that.
Right. And
So
I
much
know
worth
that
in
I can't do it without Skip, right? Skip's like, let's just do it one more
Mm.
time, one more time. At this time,
Mm.
this summer, I was working at
So
the
deep, this right here.
City of Poughkeepsie Police Department. So the police department was like across the street from where our camp was at the time. And one time I came in on my lunch break, like I just come unannounced just to see what's going on. And it was just like so quiet in the building. And I said to my mom, is camp canceled today? Like,
Right.
is no one here? So she's like, no, this group is at the library. This group is at the park. This
Whoa.
group is at cooking class.
Your
This
mom-
group is this. And then the boys are in there with Mr. Skip. So I go into the room with Mr. Skip and it's
Oh,
dark. I'm like, and then I see the kids like this.
Meditating.
Yes!
Oh
yes!
my God.
You know?
That's crazy.
And you know what?
Wait, was he older?
No. He's in
'Cause
his 30s.
I was going to say, because when you said you went into the police station, were they at the police
No,
station?
I used to work at the
No,
police
she was
station
saying
at the
she
time.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I used to work at the police station at the time, and it was across the street from where the camp
Got
was.
it, got it,
So when
got
I
it.
came in and I said, Skip,
He had
what
to
are they doing?
meditate? Do you know how much
It's
that
quiet
help-
time.
Listen,
Listen, now we talk about yoga, we talk about mindfulness, we talk about how all of these things look and
Leah
self-care and
Gooch,
everything.
I gotta bring you on because you should be right in the middle of
Yes.
this conversation, Leah
I was
Gooch.
like, the old me, I would be like, this isn't a part of the program, but I let him do his thing with those
Rock.
boys, right?
Rock.
Rock. Oh my
you
God, and
couldn't-
that's what the nonprofit is. ROCC, Rock. I
You
let him
couldn't
do
even
his thing.
believe that they were into it, right? Because he connected with a part of their soul where they
Right.
actually vibed with him and told it. They saw that he came from where he could relate to them. So they felt comfortable talking to them. And
Right.
like the way he was telling them, this is what you could do with those feelings when you're angry about. Meditation is so deep.
I was like, wow.
Wow.
This is something.
I want to be Skip too.
Yeah, Skip
Oh
is
my
awesome.
goodness.
Listen, that's my brother for life. He got me.
Wow.
He holds me down. He was teaching those kids he was teaching kids
They
basic
better
needs.
keep funding you.
Listen.
Oh,
So listen, so the year after I was like, you know
Wow.
what? I'm burnt out. I'm tired. Like
I'm
my
so-
nephews are like 3 years old at the time. And I'm like, I want to spend time with my nephews. They're too young to come to
Wait,
camp.
were they twins? Because you said nephews. With
No,
us.
but just like me and my sister, one was 3 and one is 2. So right now one is 5 and one is 6.
Got it.
But they were too young for camp. So I said I want to take some time and focus on my
I
family.
admire you for doing that.
I was getting
Teach
my
me
first
that.
master's degree, and I'm like, I just really
You
want.
went on from there doing all this stuff you're doing, girl.
Yeah, I'm getting my second right now.
You don't even
Almost
need,
done
you,
in May.
You don't even need it.
I just love.
I think you like to do that because
Yeah.
my niece, you got to meet
I
my
love to
niece.
learn.
Andrea.
you said forever evolving, and like to me, like
yeah,
so.
but you have so many life skills and you have the adaptability and you know what the needs are that you just want to keep your brain tortured. I guess I don't know.
You know what? I
But
used to
I
feel
admire
like
it,
that, but now it's not even a torture because it's just like second nature, and I'm in such alignment, right?
Andrea Dassey, I got somebody for you. You're gonna love Satara.
Yes, give her my number.
Yes.
So I pivoted, and I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on myself and my family. Then my mom got sick. So my mom, she had cancer in 2018, but
those are the
she was in
adversities that are crazy.
right. She was in remission, right? She was in remission when she was going to the after school program.
Wait, she was. Come
Go
on.
ahead.
She was going to.
Then
This is where you get it from.
during
Yeah.
all of this, my mom, she was a phlebotomist. And she couldn't work in the medical field anymore because she was too high risk. Like they didn't want her to get sick, so she couldn't work anymore. And she became our director of youth programs. And
Thank goodness that you did that. You know, and shout out to whoever gave you, like, just question, how come you don't pay her? Like, that's really,
right.
because-
And then,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off,
No,
but
that's
like
all right.
the best thing that I've ever done, my biggest accomplishment
There's
would
a lot of
always
best things
be,
that you did.
but the biggest one and the one I'm most proud of is that I was able to give my mom a job when she could no longer work in her field.
I
She
love
needed that money, you
That's
know?
super powerful.
And even with that, I still didn't pay myself. I paid her because she needed that money.
And she came and took the program, and you already had a great thing, but she put the sauce on
Oh,
it.
she added the
She
sauce.
put the
She
sauce
at
on
Miss
it.
Judy.
I would have loved to meet your mother.
Listen,
I would've
she loves kids, just like how you said you love kids,
No,
and it's
I
just
love kids.
natural.
She would have loved
Like,
her then.
my mom was so excited, and it was such an honor for her to be a part of this. It was a family thing. So my mom gets sick, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on my mom. I took my mom on vacation. I don't even know what year this is.
I understand that.
July 2023. I take her to Miami because I always would like
You
take her.
did? Oh,
I would always take her like on trips and stuff like that. And I normally take her on a trip for Mother's Day, but I was in grad school. So I'm like, I want to
I love
get
that you
through
went to
graduation.
Miami with
So I
her.
take her to Miami. And it was like the craziest trip ever. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton and she spent all my money. Like she spent so much money.
She was supposed to.
She spent so much money. Like we were downstairs having $100 breakfast every single morning. And she's like, I just put it on the room. Put it on the room. Girl, I want that security deposit back. Like you done just spent $2,000
But
on top of everything else.
She might have knew something.
Listen, we came back 5 days later. Now at this time I'm working in corporate. I'm working in HR at a hospital in New York City. I'm down in the city.
You all
over the
I'm
place.
feeling
Wow.
you.
But listen, I got that corporate job working for one of the biggest hospitals, New York Presbyterian Hospital, in HR
That's a crazy
because
undertaking.
of the work I did at my nonprofit,
Really.
because of all the
You be
skills that I
calling me
learned.
or texting me or talking about I'm on my way to see a play. I'd be like, I like
I,
plays.
people be like, you really need to record your life because it's crazy.
No, I like it. I
So,
like it.
my mom, she just like she kept falling. We found out 5 days after that she had brain cancer, and
Mm.
I was
And
like,
this woman was working. Wait, she had gone to Miami now. I'm telling you.
and she was like a little off in Miami because my mom's on point. Like she got the swag, she got all her outfits and stuff, and she's like had everything packed, but she's like, I can't find this. Like something's missing. It's because she had lesions on her brain. She
Crazy.
knew something was wrong. She didn't
She
tell
did.
me.
That's why she was living she was living for the day.
Oh yeah.
She was living for that moment.
She got me good, and I would never regret that. I'm so
That
happy
was
that
the
we
best
got to
thing you did.
experience it. I mean,
Yes.
even like they had like bracelets that said Ritz Carlton. She put all her stuff up nice. She put like the room key in her closet because she has like this walk-in closet. She had all the memories.
She memorialized the fact that you guys had that time. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Wow.
after
Were you
that,
and your mom always close?
we were always close. But if you let my sister tell it, that
I was a headache.
you let my
Me and
sister.
my mother
I was
clashed.
always the favorite
And
child.
she's the best mom in America, but we clashed because I'm too much like her.
So me and my mom were always cool. My sister said that my sister was super close with my mom when we were like
wait,
class.
sisters do that, you know.
Listen,
But we do that. I
let people tell their versions of stories.
well, I'm not
I
gonna
was
mess
always
with
my
that.
mom's girl because I was a middle child, and my
Were
mom.
you like her though? Don't you think that
Oh
you
yeah, I'm just
had
like
a
her.
lot of her?
Yes, I'm like the
It sounds
splitting
like
image.
that.
Like I know that in my adult years, like after me and my mom was always my road dog. So like she was always like at my things, and my dad.
She went to things a lot with
Oh,
you?
everything. Like
That's
everything.
awesome.
But then as an adult, right? I moved away when I was 19, 20. I went to college, and then I stayed in Albany. So I was in Albany. I moved back home in 2017. That was right before my mom got sick. So I moved back home
So
in
you were up
2017.
there a couple years. You didn't come right back after school, like in the summertime.
Yeah. No. I got a job 3 days after. I had to get an apartment.
No, I'm talking about like so each summer you came home though, right?
Oh yeah. But I was working. I was working like 50 hours a week.
When you
probably
went to
like
school
70.
early, did your mom try to say this because you went there early? You were really high school age going to college. Did she ever say, okay, you went to school, but when you're back in my house, did she try to contain you? Because when you go to school, it changes you.
Oh no, but
My
it
mama
didn't
did
change
that.
me because I don't think it changed me because I was a transfer student. So like when you're a transfer
You
student,
already had experience.
yeah, it's like
Got it.
me. I just got to get in and get out. Like I'm not trying to party. I'm not trying to do none of that stuff. I'm just trying to
I was scared.
get
I was
the
16.
bang for my buck. Oh yeah, see, I wasn't. See, I wasn't that young when I went away. I went to community college first.
First, that's right.
And then, like, even when I was in college on the weekends, I was coming back home to work at the job that I had.
So you knew the whole college atmosphere kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like hang out in the dorms and stuff like that, but I wasn't really like, oh, I'm a party girl and I'm gonna go this and stuff like.
I wasn't either. That's why I think I'm still a young girl. Because I missed a lot. I felt.
But
you don't feel like that?
Nah, I feel like I was doing that kind of stuff in high school.
See, I wasn't.
See, in high school, like for a good year when I was 16. But this is my thing with my mom. She supported any and everything I did. Anything, like
wow.
anything.
She was open minded.
Anything.
Wow.
I told my mom I'm gonna quit my job. She's like, "You got it." I told my mom I'm gonna start a nonprofit. She's like, "You got it."
So
Told my mom I'm gonna do
crazy
this.
or not?
Never.
That's
What?
awesome.
She's like, "You got
Oh,
it."
your mom was different.
What you need?
Your mom was
My
different.
dad, on the other hand, he's like, "You're crazy. You're bugging." Like when I was working at New York Presbyterian in the corporate office. I got to work from home, but we had to go into the office in Manhattan like twice a week or something like that. This is during COVID, and
that had me crazy.
it was crazy.
But it was desolate down there, right? Like you didn't see
Yeah,
nobody.
you didn't see anyone. But then my boss told me, she's like, "Your mom's sick. Don't come into the office no more. Don't come into," because my boss at the time, she was going through cancer as well.
Oh.
So I would just be home with my mom. But then it got to a point where my mom needed 24-hour care. And, like I couldn't even be on the Zoom calls. So I didn't tell anyone that I was gonna quit my job, and I just quit because I don't care what y'all say. No one is here to take care of her. I don't know how to get an aide. Even if she had an aide, I'm gonna have to be following the aide around. You know what I'm saying?
Mom, I hope you see this because my sister takes care of my mother right now.
God bless her.
Know that what Niecy's doing for you, nobody else can do it because it's my mother's picky. Picky.
Oh, so is my mom.
I could tell.
I'm talking about she only drinks in a clear glass cup.
My
I can't
mother,
give her a paper cup. I'm like, but mommy, the dishwasher's broke and I can't wash all the dishes and take care of you and do this. She's not drinking it. So, you know?
Yeah. Set in their ways. It sounds like your mother instilled a lot in you, but you took it into the 10th power.
Yeah. So, I realized that my mom, she sacrificed so much. Like, I always said that I can't have kids because I'm not giving up my career for my kids. But I didn't know
you're gonna eat
that there were women who do both, right? Because my mom, she just gave everything, right? So I never thought that I could be a mom, right? And now I have nephews and I have them all the time.
You have to give somebody what your mother gave you.
Yeah.
Like the way that your mother was cool with things and most moms wouldn't be, you're going to have that. I had my son, I'm telling my age, I had my son older, but he was in vitro. I didn't want kids. I never wanted kids. I was like, I'm too busy. I need to be doing so many things that you've said it's so relatable. But when I realized that I had a tubal pregnancy and I realized, oh shoot. And I said, maybe I do. I was raising my husband at the time, his daughter, she was like mine. You couldn't tell me that I didn't have a child.
Right.
But then that's when I realized I do want one of my own. And you're going to do it.
That's where I'm at right now with my nephews.
You have to do it.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I did not want kids. I babysat kids.
Too?
And I thought they were the most annoyingest thing ever. My voice is starting to go. But I thought they were so annoying. And I was like, who the hell wants kids?
My sister
I had to
babysit.
And I was like, I'm not doing this. And then I ended up getting pregnant at 16. And I had my son at 17. But when I took that pregnancy test,
you were distraught.
No.
It changed.
I was so happy. Like, it was like a punch to the stomach. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be a mom. My son and I are
affects you.
We're very, very close.
It affects you. It's so different.
I'm telling you right now, it's the best gift ever. I say that I love my grandkids more because my grandkids are my kids all over again. And being an at-home mom for all those years, coaching them in sports, being the PTA mom, the yearbook mom, doing all of that stuff.
See, I wouldn't do it again.
I felt like I missed out. You know what I mean? Like, and then all of a sudden, grandkids started coming.
Oh, she loves her grandkids. See, I would be like, I keep telling my son, and my son is very handsome, and women be like, Papo. I be like, Papo, don't
wrap it up.
It makes me feel like I'm less than, like I'm doing something wrong because I don't have the patience. I love my nieces and nephews, because it's in spurts. I don't want somebody bringing no baby to me saying, "Mom, my son's so bougie."
My nephews come over every weekend.
Do they?
Every weekend.
So you love it.
Yeah.
But it's
every weekend.
There's a peace of mind that it's not your full time.
Right.
There's something weird with that
I
don't know.
I don't know. Everything just falls into place. Like I said, I mean, I was very young.
I'm too
and
goofy.
It just all fell into place. And it was the best gift ever. And I have to tell you, now being older and basically kind of like raising our one grandson,
you're like, you couldn't do it now?
I could not do it at my age now. No.
You got to see her with this baby, with this little boy. She's his mom. That's no diss to his mother because I think she's a beautiful girl. But she loves this baby like she born him.
That's how I am with my nephews. Wow. Like, that's how I am.
We're going to have a conversation again and she's going to be like, you know what? You two jinxed me. It could be in a couple years. Take your time.
It might be next year.
Yes, do that. Do it.
Even like my sister, she said,
I think you'd be a great mom.
I do too.
That's what everyone says. My sister, she was like asking her
and you'll be juggling all of that.
And see, I'm realizing that I can do all of that, right?
If you did all the stuff you did, you could do anything.
Right. My sister, she asked her kids one day like a bunch of questions like, who's the most fun? My nickname is Sally. So they're like, Aunt Sally. They're like, who's this? They're like, Aunt Sally.
Oh my goodness.
And it was just always me. And like,
do you act like a kid with them?
Yeah.
I love
it. It's so much fun.
It's fun.
I mean, they come to my house, they sleep over, they wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. They're like, Sally.
And you're good with that?
It's morning time. I think I want sausage for breakfast.
And you do it?
Yes.
Oh no, you could be a mom.
And guess what? We're not turning the TV on when you first wake up. You better get it together. Yeah.
And they deal with that?
It's our routine.
Kids usually tell adults what to do. Kids tell adults what to do.
Well, they tell me to make them breakfast. I do that.
No. I have a niece that wants to be a what do you call it? cosmetologist.
Yeah.
She knows the terminology. Can I beat your face? And I said, what? She broke it down to me. She knows how to do all of that. I'm gonna have an young entrepreneur episode on this with little girls, and I already have 5 of them pegged already.
Yeah.
One wants to be. She doesn't want to just be a dance teacher. She wants her own studio.
I know that's
This little
right.
girl wants to be a makeup artist.
I know that's
like
right.
they're
Right.
like they're thinking in that level. So I want to encourage it. But
Yeah. No,
you're
these
gonna
kids
be
are
a
different.
great mom. We're gonna need to do a part 2 of this.
Yeah.
No
For sure.
Definitely.
No doubt about it. You could bring Skip. You could bring. You
Yes.
got to bring your sister.
Okay, definitely,
I'm loving
definitely.
I'm
So
loving
it's
her
just
already.
you and your sister?
Me and my sister, and then I have a brother. So my brother's 1 year younger, but he's like a boy, and like, you know, like, so he lives in South Carolina, and he just had a baby last year, and
How do you acclimate from here to South Carolina?
we have family down there, and he moved to Durham, North Carolina, like, I
So
don't
my
know,
brother-
probably like 8
My
years
brother's
ago.
all.
And he's just like thriving out there. Like,
My
it's
brother loves
literally, yeah,
loves it. Loves it. Loves it. They go camping.
Yeah.
I said camping. Black people go camping.
yeah.
He's like, they got a camper. They drive that thing. It's
Yeah.
crazy. They got a whole crew of people
Yep.
that goes camping with them,
Mhm.
with their campers. I said,
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about no camping, Papa.
Well,
I mean,
see,
Darren,
and that's about like expanding your horizons, right? And like doing
maybe
different
if we
things,
stop doing so many things,
right?
you're gonna expand yours.
Or
that's for
maybe
sure.
if we pivot, right?
pivot.
So when I prior to my mom getting
What do you want to do on your next pivot?
so
Okay, prior
I
to your
think
mom.
I think what I want to do on my next pivot is what I'm doing right now. So prior to my mom getting sick, in 2020 I started a consulting business.
How do you remember all these dates? You're crazy, you know that,
I am
right?
crazy. I'm absolutely crazy.
As long as we understand.
For sure.
that.
100%. I am so crazy. I'm like this,
Wow.
and this list gotta get done. And yeah. Did
You
we
are
check
both
that
of
off?
us.
I am crazy.
You're her and me.
Yeah,
You're
but I'm
right.
also all over the place. So I'm
That's-
crazy all over the
I
place.
see it.
Like when I leave here, I'm going to go to Woodbury so I could buy an outfit for my event on Sunday, and then I'm gonna try to go by the mall, but it might be too late. And then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do some of the party favors, and then
I got to ask you something
Wow.
about on the other side of the water. Me and a friend are coming that way tomorrow, but so wow, we got to definitely do a part 2. Isaiah's been like this.
Oh, we gotta go?
half hour ago. Like yeah,
Wait, hold on. Can we talk about the pivot real quick?
yes.
30 seconds.
I want to know.
So I started a consulting business because I'm like, so many other people are asking me how to start nonprofits, and I like did a couple classes for free, and I was like, this is really a thing. So during COVID, I like helped people open over 75 businesses, and it just grew from there. And now I'm working with much bigger brands. But my focus is on women business owners because we don't know what we don't know, and we're so amazing and we're
And we
so
don't
good
share.
at things, but we don't always have all of the tools, right? So like the principal who said that you're running a state of the art shit show,
I
she
love
helped
it.
me, right?
She
like
pushed
she
you.
helped me, right?
She helped
and then
you
my
see
mom
another
came
angle.
in, right? My
Yeah.
sister came in. So
Right.
the Girl Boss brand was birthed from all of the businesses that I help open.
love
So that's
that.
what I'm doing now. And then that pivoted into me doing that, as well as the Balance Suite, which is a safe space for women who are super moms, stay-at-home moms, entrepreneurs, whatever you are,
making a way.
trying to find balance.
That's crazy.
And that's
You know, this
that's
is
where
so
I
weird
am.
because I said there's so many things that are relatable to me. I just started a consulting business. One of my big
Congrats.
clients is Ulster Savings Bank.
awesome.
That's why and I'm able to bring in a lot of relatable things
Yeah,
to this. You know what I mean? To companies that are doing well,
right.
but giving them different views of how
Absolutely.
to put on an event. I just had a jazz saxophonist playing at my event, and he was playing Grover Washington.
Right.
Like blew their minds. And so
Yeah.
it related to they were relatable, and it was classy. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But I mean, it was pastors there saying this is Grover
Right.
Washington. Like I
Right.
loved it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your consulting is a very, very important thing because it can be it probably is the way you started it, but it's going to grow and
Right.
build.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mine is it's Nina's Bag Consulting. It's advocacy, consulting, and podcast. So I kind of made an umbrella.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that I could actually help me because we have to think about that. Like you say, you didn't pay yourself, and you
Right.
didn't pay your mom, and I love the fact that you are not afraid to share information. That
yeah,
is
definitely.
so, and you
Because you're a
with
strong,
women.
confident woman. That's why you
But with
want
women.
to help
Yeah.
other women, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Women
Yeah.
don't always help women.
No.
She was like that from when we met each other. Like
I like to be in the background.
Yeah.
I like to take all the pictures at events and stuff. I like to promote
You're too
women.
beautiful
I
to-
love promoting women.
Oh, she
Inside
doesn't like
and
to
out.
be front and center.
No, but she's too beautiful. No, she's getting out there. I'm not having that. No,
Everyone has their
no,
thing.
that's her niche. But like, she's an author now, and this is her. She already has her first book. I already have an idea for your second book because
I
I
already
think
have. I wrote books
What's your
by
book
my
all the time.
grandkids. Where Pain Meets Power.
Oh, come to my event on Sunday. You can sell
Really?
it. Yeah. So I'm having
you see how that works.
event
Like the
for Women's History Month, Sunday in Poughkeepsie at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's going to be 50 women there. And I have different vendors. Come.
Okay, I have to get your information
Yeah,
after this.
And I wanna-
definitely.
That's why I was telling you to show you
Definitely.
how to do the thing where you can actually do the Amazon. I know how.
Don't worry. We're going to make sure she's all set up. We're going to make sure she's all set up. You need
You
QR
gotta
codes,
go.
whatever
I
you
wanna go
need.
too.
Yeah,
I
I gotta
actually
go.
have a QR
Come.
code already.
Good.
For
Come.
all my stuff.
Come.
See,
Yeah.
there you go.
Come.
Oh, I will.
See,
Yeah,
look
no,
how
for
things
sure.
But I
work.
don't have.
It doesn't
Like
matter.
any
It
books or
doesn't
any
matter.
She doesn't.
It
she-
doesn't matter.
She doesn't. She stops at the I don't have copies. No, I said you do a poster of it.
The poster
QR
of it,
code,
just
so
do
you
QR
There's my
code.
book, 'cause I
Hello,
carry my book with me.
exactly. This
I
is, you
carry
got
my
a book.
book.
You got a book, and it's gonna be right there like this.
Didn't I tell you
What's
this?
this about? Oh, you want it? Scan the QR code. They can order it right there. You don't need to have a.
Do you see what I'm?
We
and
make it work with what we have.
That's right. And when they
Period.
hear your conversation about what it derives from, they're gonna want to read it. Hit the QR code.
You know who took that picture? Regina.
Ah.
I haven't given her props. I want to give her props
That's
for
a
that.
great
Regina, and today is
picture.
Regina's birthday.
Oh, happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Regina.
Regina.
Yes.
I don't know who you are, but that's a great
Oh,
picture you
Connor
took.
Partners.
She's
Regina.
Oh, Regina, the
she's
one that
a
I met?
woman who's
Yes.
a partner at a large personal
She's another
dealer firm.
baddie.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
really is.
I
love
said
her.
I
She's
told her I wanted
amazing.
her to be on my podcast. She said no, let other people. I said all right.
Because she likes to play the back, right? But she's so powerful. She's so
Yes.
helpful. She's so supportive.
She don't know NINA. That's the whole difference. So maybe there's an opportunity for her to tell her story, because telling your story sometimes pushes other people that don't know that they have the capability to do those things. We
Yeah.
already did a 2 hour, hour and a half
Okay.
show. So we're gonna do a part 2. We're forcing her. She got to bring her sister.
We'll be back for part 2. I
That's
gotta
right.
bring Skip. Oh man, Skip talks more than me. He needs his own. Yeah.
I
Skip
can't
needs
wait
his
to
own.
meet him and your sister.
can't
I love
wait.
two
Skip is a
sisters that are
powerhouse.
like that with each
Yeah.
other. I like that.
Well, listen, I went and I got some stuff at the store today, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be for the event. I called my sister like, hey, can you paint these blocks for me? I'm like, you need me to drop them off? She's like, I'll come over tomorrow.
Wow. I'm a one-man team.
Yeah.
If it weren't for her, I'm a one-man team.
Wow.
And Isaiah.
Now, shout out to the women who got my back. You
And
know,
the-
my
and the-
friends, my
And the
family
pretty
members.
boys like we got in the engineering booth. Isaiah.
And we're gonna let him go home, so we're gonna wrap
I
it
know,
up.
I know. We're gonna do a part 2. Thank you so much for coming out. Advocate, educate, and elevate, because I feel like I have in this episode. Thank you.
Thank you.